You look at the big promotions and think you need a massive TV crew and a budget with a bunch of zeros to even come close. You think it's out of reach. But that's a myth. In this video, I'm going to show you how to shoot incredible broadcast quality wrestling that truly does justice to your product. And we're going to do it with just 2 cameras, maybe even just 1 person, and a smart, simple plan. We're going to make your local event look like a blockbuster. Let's get into it. The problem: the high cost of bad footage. Let's be brutally honest for a second. Bad footage is killing your promotion. It's the silent assassin that undermines all the incredible work happening in plain sight. When a potential new fan clicks on a match from your YouTube channel and gets hit with a shaky camera, blown out audio, and angles that make the ring look like it's in an empty warehouse, what do? They click away, and they probably aren't coming back. This isn't just about making things look pretty, it's about respect. It's about respecting the athleticism of your performers. These men and women are putting their bodies on the line, pulling off complex sequences that require insane trust and timing. When the camera misses the big spot, when it's so zoomed out, you can't see the emotion on their faces, or when it shakes so much during a top rope move that it's unwatchable, you're failing them. You're telling the world that this incredible feat wasn't important enough to frame up correctly. It also fails your business. Great footage is your single most powerful marketing tool. It's what you use to sell tickets to the next show. It's what your talent uses to get booked by other promotions, or build a highlight reel to get signed. When your video archive looks unprofessional, it puts a ceiling on your growth. It screams local indie instead of the next big thing. It makes it harder to attract better talent, bigger crowds, and more dedicated fans. You get trapped in a cycle where the show feels bigger in the building than it ever looks online, and that gap is where your promotion's potential goes to die. The 2-camera solution, the magic formula. So, how do we fix this? The answer is in a simple and incredibly effective philosophy: the 2-camera solution. Now you might be thinking, great, now I have 2 shaky cameras instead of 1, but that's the wrong way to look at it. We're not just adding a camera, we're creating a system where each camera has a distinct vital role. They work together like a great tag team, covering each other's weaknesses to create something way bigger than the sum of their parts. Your first camera is your workhorse, your rock. We call this the hard cam. Its only job is to capture the entire ring from a stable, steady position and never ever miss the action. It tells the complete story of the match from start to finish. It's your safety net. Your second camera is your artist, your storyteller, your hype man. We call this the action cam. Its job is to get in close and grab the details the hard cam can't. The sweat flying off a chop, the desperation in a wrestler's eyes, the raw emotion of an entrance, the explosive impact of a finisher. This camera provides the drama and the style. When you cut between these 2 in the edit, that's when the magic happens. You can go from the wide, all-encompassing view of the hard cam to a tight, dramatic shot from the action cam right at the moment of impact, making every move feel bigger. You can hide mistakes. If your action cam operator gets a shaky shot, nobody ever has to know, because you can just use the perfect stable shot from your hard cam. This is the fundamental difference between just documenting an event and actually producing a show, and it's completely within your reach. Part 1: the gear you actually need. Before we get into where to point the cameras, let's talk about the gear itself. I want to kill the myth that you need to drop thousands of dollars on cinema cameras. You can get professional results with gear that's surprisingly affordable, as long as you choose it wisely. The cameras you'll need 2 of them. In a perfect world, they'd be the same model. This makes matching colors in the edit way easier, but it's not a deal breaker. Using 2 different cameras just means a little more work later on. Modern mirrorless cameras from Sony, Canon, or Panasonic are fantastic because they handle the low light of most indie venues really well. Even older DSLRs or prosumer camcorders can work great. The only real rule is that they must have manual controls. You can't let the camera's automatic brain make decisions for you. The lenses: this is arguably more important than the camera body. For your hard cam, you want a fairly wide lens, something like an 18 to 35 mm on a crop sensor, or a 24 to 50 mm on a full frame. This lets you capture the whole ring without being a mile away. For your action cam, you want versatility. A zoom lens is your best friend. A 24 to 70 mm, or a 70 to 200 mm is the gold standard, letting you go from a medium shot of both wrestlers to an extreme close-up without having to sprint around. Stability is king. This part is non-negotiable. A shaky shot will ruin your footage faster than anything. For your hard cam, you need a solid, sturdy tripod, not a flimsy plastic one. A good heavy-duty tripod is an investment that pays for itself over and over. This camera cannot move. Period. For your action cam, a monopod is the bare minimum. It gives you a stable base to eliminate hand jitters, but lets you pan, tilt, and move around quickly. If you have a bit more budget, a gimbal or shoulder rig is a total game changer, giving you those silky smooth cinematic shots. Audio, the forgotten element. Please, for the love of all that is holy, do not use the microphone built into your camera. It will sound like you recorded the show from the bottom of a bucket of water. The best case scenario is getting a direct audio feed from the venue's soundboard. This gives you clean entrance music and commentary. You'll need a special cable and a portable audio recorder, like a Zoom H4n or a Tascam DR40. The next best option is to place that same recorder near one of the main speakers. Then you just sync this high-quality audio to your video later. Good audio is more important than good video. You can forgive soft focus. You can't forgive audio that hurts your ears. Power and memory. The show must go on, which means your camera can't die mid-match. Bring more batteries than you think you need, at least 2 or 3 per camera. Better yet, use AC power adapters for the hard cam so you don't have to worry at all. Same goes for memory cards. Cards are cheap. Missing the finish to a match is expensive. Have double the capacity you think you'll need, and format them in the camera before the show. Part 2, Camera A, the hard cam, the unsung hero. Let's talk about your most important asset, the hard cam. It may not get the glory, but without it, you have nothing. Its job is to provide a clean, stable, and complete view of the action. It's the canvas you'll paint your story on. The role of the hard cam. Think of the hard cam as the baseline for your entire production. It's the shot you can always fall back on. When the action gets chaotic or spills to the outside, the hard cam is there, capturing everything. It ensures the audience at home never misses a single beat of the in-ring story. Its main job is to provide context and safety. It shows the spacing, the positioning, and the overall flow of the match. It's your establishing shot, your wide shot, and your emergency backup, all in one. Placement is everything. Where you put this camera defines the entire look of your show. You're looking for a spot that is elevated, centered, and stable. Elevation. Get the camera up high. If the venue has bleachers or a balcony, that's prime real estate. An elevated position lets you see over the ropes and the referee for a clear view of the mat. If you're on the floor, you'll be shooting up, and the ropes will be in your way constantly. Position. Ideally, you want to be centered to the ring, looking straight at the main entrance. This gives you the most balanced view and lets you capture entrances perfectly. The 180-degree rule. This is one of the most important rules in filmmaking. Imagine an invisible line cutting the ring in half. All of your cameras must stay on the same side of this line. If your hard cam is on the north side of the building, your action cam better be on the north side too. If you cut from a camera on the north to one on the south, the wrestlers will magically flip places on screen. It's jarring, confusing, and screams amateur. Pick a side and stick to it. Making the crowd look big. Here's a pro tip. Most indie shows don't sell out. That's fine, but you don't want your footage highlighting empty seats. When setting up your hard cam, frame your shot so the most packed part of the crowd is in the background. This creates the illusion of a fuller, more energetic venue. Dialing in the settings. Set it and forget it. That's the mantra for the hard cam. Frame rate. Shoot in 60 frames per second FPS. Wrestling is fast, and 60 FPS gives you that smooth, crisp image that captures the motion clearly. White balance. Don't use auto. The colored lights in the venue will make your camera's colors shift all night long. Before the show, point your camera at the ring canvas, which is usually a good neutral white, and set your custom white balance. Do this for both cameras so they match. Focus. Use manual focus. Don't trust autofocus to track the wrestlers. It will hunt for focus and ruin the shot. Set your focus to the center of the ring and leave it. With a wide lens, almost the entire ring will be sharp. Exposure. Set your shutter speed to double your frame rate. So for 60 FPS, your shutter should be 1/125th of a second. Then adjust your aperture and ISO for a good exposure, keeping the ISO as low as possible to avoid grainy footage. Once your hard cam is framed, focused and recording, lock it down. Tape the tripod to the floor if you have to. The operator's only job is to make sure it keeps recording. That's it. Don't touch it. Part 3. Camera B. The action cam, the storyteller. If the hard cam is the foundation, the action cam is the art you build with it. This is your dynamic camera. Its job is to deliver the emotional, high-impact shots that make the audience feel like they're ringside. It's the difference between watching a match and experiencing it. The role of the action cam. This camera wears a few different hats during the show. Entrances. This is your chance to make wrestlers look like superstars. Use the action cam on a gimbal or monopod to follow them through the curtain as they interact with fans and get in the ring. A smooth, low-angle shot makes them look larger than life. In-ring close-ups. This is where the action cam shines. Your job is to hunt for the story. Is a wrestler trapped in a submission? Get a tight shot of their face showing the pain. Is their partner desperate for the tag? Get a shot of them reaching out. These are the details that build drama. Impact shots. When a big move is about to happen, be ready. A low angle looking up can make a body slam look like it's shaking the building. A quick zoom on a super kick makes it feel 10 times more vicious. Crowd reactions. Don't forget the fans. Their energy is a huge part of the show. When the crowd is going nuts for a comeback, cut to a shot of them cheering. It validates the emotion of the moment and makes the whole event feel more alive. Placement and movement. The action cam is mobile, but that movement needs discipline. Remember the 180-degree rule. I'm saying it again because it's that important. The action cam must stay on the same side of the ring as the hard cam. You can move anywhere along that line, but you cannot cross it. Find your zones. Have a few key spots you can move between. A spot at the corner of the ring gives you a great low angle. A spot near the hard cam offers a clean, tight shot that's easy to cut to. A position by the entrance is perfect for the start and end of the match. Be deliberate. Your movements should be smooth and have a purpose. Don't just whip the camera around trying to follow every little thing. That's what the hard cam is for. Your job is to find a compelling shot and hold it. Think of it like taking a series of great photographs. Frame it, get the shot, then move to the next one. Technique is storytelling. Operating the action cam is an art form. You're not just a camera operator, you're a director choosing what the audience should focus on. Before each match, think about the story. Who's the powerhouse? Who's the underdog? Use your angles to reinforce that. Shoot the powerhouse from a low angle to make them look dominant. Shoot the underdog from a high angle to make them look vulnerable. Anticipate the action. If you know a wrestler's finisher is a top rope move, start getting into position when the match is building to its climax. The better you understand wrestling psychology, the better your action cam work will be. Hey, if you're finding these tips useful and you're ready to take your wrestling production up a notch, do me a favor and hit that like button down below. It really helps the channel and tells me I'm on the right track. And while you're there, let me know in the comments what promotion you film for or what show you're hoping to start shooting. I'd love to check out your work. Advanced tips and common mistakes. Once you've nailed the two-camera system, here are a few extra things to elevate your production and some common traps to avoid. These are the lessons learned the hard way. Mistake 1. Forgetting audio is half the show. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. You can have beautiful 4K footage, but if your audio is distorted or muffled, people will click away. Monitor your audio levels. A soundboard feed is always best. If you can't get one, a recorder near a speaker is the next best thing. Good audio isn't a suggestion, it's a requirement. Mistake 2. Breaking kayfabe. Kayfabe is the illusion that wrestling is real. Your job as a camera operator is to protect that illusion. The most common way to break it is by filming things you shouldn't. Don't point your camera at the gorilla position and show wrestlers chatting before their match. Don't get a shot of the heel who was just in a brutal war immediately laughing with kids at ringside. Be mindful of your background. Your lens should focus on the story, not the reality behind it. Mistake 3. Letting fans ruin your shot. It happens all the time. You have the perfect entrance shot lined up, and right as the wrestler comes out, a fan steps in front of your lens with their phone. To avoid this, talk to venue security beforehand. Explain you need the entranceway kept clear. Use tape on the floor to create a small no-go zone around your cameras. Be polite but firm. Your footage is a permanent asset for the company. Their cell phone photo isn't. Advanced tip 1. The one-person crew hack. A lot of you will be doing this alone. It sounds impossible, but it's not. The key is to lean into your setup strengths. Set up your hard cam, frame the shot perfectly, check your settings, and hit record. Then you leave it. It's now your automated safety net. You then grab your action cam on a monopod or gimbal, and that becomes your sole focus. You won't get as many varied shots as a dedicated operator, but you can still get the crucial ones: entrances, key close-ups, and the finish. It's still infinitely better than a single camera shoot. Advanced tip 2. Talk to the booker. Your best friend at the show is the person deciding the match outcomes, the booker or promoter. Chat with them before the show. You don't need to know every detail, but asking simple questions like, is there a post-match attack I should be ready for? Or is there a specific spot in the main event that's really important? Can make a world of difference. Knowing a brawl is planned to spill outside lets you pre-position your action cam to capture it perfectly. This is the difference between capturing a good show and producing a great one. So that's the blueprint. It isn't about having the most expensive gear. It's about having a smart plan. It all boils down to this. Camera A, your hard cam, is your wide, stable foundation that captures the whole story. Camera B, your action cam, is your storyteller that hunts for emotion and impact. Together, they give you the power to hide mistakes, control the pace, and create a dynamic broadcast that does justice to the incredible work your talent is doing in that ring. You don't need a huge TV crew. All it takes is 2 cameras, a bit of planning, and the knowledge you've picked up today. You are now equipped to shoot indie wrestling like a pro. If this video helped you, please subscribe and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next guide. We're here to help you make your promotion look like the powerhouse it deserves to be. For your next step, check out this video right here on how to record crystal clear audio, because that's the other half of the battle. Now get out there and start filming.